What's up, guys? It's Will here, back again. And today we're here to preview 3 new Hot Toys figures. One of them's probably going to be pretty exciting. It's going to have a wide audience, whereas the other 2 are a little bit more niche and they are exclusive for that reason. And we're going to break it all down and see which ones you want and see which ones make sense for your personal collection. But before we get started, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so that way you're notified when content goes live here, such as this, breaking news, reviews, live streams, guides, anything else you want for 6-scale and statue collecting is going to be here. That said, guys, let's not waste any more time, rather. We definitely don't want to waste time, but let's not waste any more time talking about this Deadpool battling version that we got here. So what you can see here, this figure was teased quite a while ago. Ryan Reynolds posted a video of him unboxing a Hot Toys figure. Very short. Hot Toys posted it on their social platforms and said, okay, like, you know, there's more Deadpool coming in the future. So we knew this guy was coming at some point. And what Hot Toys have decided to label it is battling version of Deadpool. So to me, this really screams Deadpool in the early stages of the film. When the bye 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 dance comes on, when he's fighting the TVA, all that type of stuff. This is a dirtied up Deadpool. This is a battle damaged Deadpool. It's the same Deadpool figure from before, it looks like to me. Everything looks exactly the same, except for some different paint applications in the weathering and all that. So right in the first photo, you can see you have Wolverine's claws here. So this is something that was not included with the original figure. And that was always something that was a noticeable exclusion from the original package. Collectors were getting custom versions of these claws just to round out their display and had that definitive look for Deadpool with the opening scene, which is probably the most iconic scene of the film, crazy enough, because the bye 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 dance became so like a cultural phenomenon. So a cultural phenomenon there. It was pretty exciting. So maybe I should learn. I would love to learn to dance one day. Maybe I can learn how to do that. But here's the picture actually with everything that's included. So this time you actually get a head sculpt. In no prior Deadpool figure from Hot Toys have you received a Wade Wilson head sculpt, and this time you actually are going to get one. Rolling eyeballs with it. I think the likeness looks pretty solid. I mean, again, this is Ryan Reynolds with a lot of makeup. He's pretty scarred and torched, right? That's what he looks like in the film, and I think overall that's pretty cool. You get a half-mast head sculpt, which is also pretty cool, and of course a full-mast head sculpt. The one thing you do want to note, a noticeable exclusion from this package is the changeable eyes. You don't have all of the interchangeable eyes for this Deadpool figure like you have for the original. I'm assuming you can probably just take your original Deadpool and swap in the eyes, or maybe these are actually fixed to the head. We're not sure yet, but I can tell you Secret Base put up a price for this, and they said about I think it was $268 in Hong Kong, but in the US, tack another 25% on there. From Sideshow, it's probably going to be about $335 plus shipping and tax, somewhere around there. So be prepared if you're going to get this guy to go ahead and process that. But I will say, for me, I'm not honestly sure what I'm going to do, because I have the original Deadpool figure and I love it. I think it's fantastic. I actually prefer the clean version. I think that's probably my preferred look. I don't know that I'll find myself using this head sculpt ever. We always say that we want a head sculpt for Deadpool, and I think a lot of people do genuinely want it, but for me, I don't find myself longing for it. I do like the paint applications on this one. The weathering and the detail is pretty cool. You know me, I always like a battle damage figure, a battling version of a figure. But yeah, I think that's going to be a pretty cool touch there. The half-mast head sculpt, I think, is also going to win over a decent amount of collectors. I was running a poll on my Instagram, will.foxification, if you want to, join in and follow some stuff there. Great content over there. And I think overall, a lot of collectors seemed very split, very polarized on this one, 50-50. But a battling damage version, I'm glad they're making another one. For the people that either missed out on the original, they just started collecting, or just decided to pass and wait for one with a head sculpt, your dreams have come true. And I think at the end of the day, I'm happy that people have more options than less. So nothing wrong with that in my eyes. For me, I'm very happy with my original. I'm glad you get Wolverine's skeleton as well. You get his spine and skull and all that. That's pretty cool. It's a nice touch. So if you really would like to recreate that scene, that iconic scene, then certainly this would be the one to do it. You get a LED light up display, which is pretty cool, which I think that is actually a huge plus for maybe a character like Loki. But it looks like to me it plugs into this base, which is all bloody and specifically to Deadpool. That's how it's designed. So not quite as, important for Loki or Sylvie or something like that. It might not work as well, but nonetheless, I think it looks great. I mean, all the suit details are still there, provided you now have additional details in terms of the weathering and, detail and grime and stuff like that. So if you like a more battle damaged, dirty, weathered look, then this would certainly be the version you would want, particularly if you want the head sculpt. I just like that original version. You get the gold guns with that version, and you get the interchangeable eyes. And it's just a more clean version, which I think is more what Deadpool looks like throughout the vast majority of the film. He looks very clean most of the time. But if you want these claws, you want to create a different version, or you just love the film that much and you want two, one with a head sculpt and one without, you certainly have that option. So for me, at about $335 plus shipping and tax, you're looking at about maybe around $375 out the door. Of course, you can get this from Comic Concepts, much cheaper than that. Use my code WillFox for $10 off your order. It'll be linked in the description below. But yeah, you'll be able to get it way cheaper than that. So that'll be really cool if you're interested in that. Check that out. But I think this is a great figure. I'm very tempted by it. I might pick it up to review it and then consider my options. But I really like the original. I really do like the original. So we'll see. I'm glad it exists, but we're going to go ahead and move on to our next one here, which I doubt is going to excite very many people. This is an Iron Man 2 figure, and it's called the Fractal armor. So very interesting. So it's a, what is it? It's a Mark IV, right? Yeah, it's a Mark IV. It's a Mark IV Fractal armor, which is, I mean, it's there. It exists. It's an Iron Man. And I don't know. For me, look, I already saw what the community was saying in the Facebook comments on this figure, and it wasn't overtly positive. Like, there are a lot of collectors who will buy these. But to me, it's like, I'm glad it's an exclusive figure, because this is really not meant to be a wide release. This is not a figure that I think the majority of Hot Toys collectors are going to want. But Hot Toys clearly knows that there are a large number of collectors out there who want every Iron Man figure. They love Iron Man that much, and any Iron Man that they slap a new paint job on, they will buy it. And it's very cheap to take existing molds, take existing figures, and re-slap them with a new paint application that doesn't even exist, and then you got another sale. Super easy, super cheap, profit. I get it from a business standpoint. It makes sense. So for me, I'm not, going to throw up my arms and be upset about this one. I'd rather than put the resources into other places. But yeah, I'm actually recording this video on the clock, so it's fine. That's why my thing is going off, but it's totally fine. We'll make it work. But anyway, guys, I think this one is, again, you have a limited number of units here. I think it was, what, 3,000 units worldwide. That is not a lot. 3,000 worldwide. You're going to have to jump into a queue to get this guy. I do like the base. I will say that. I like the light up base. I'm assuming that's LED light up function. Pretty cool. LED light up with a USB function is what I'm getting at. But, the Iron Man itself is still not USB powered, which is a disappointment. We need that. We need that in the future. We need a legit Iron Man, like a Mark 7, for example, a 3.0, and we need one that has a USB powered feature. That would be fantastic. But again, this guy, this is going to be limited. You have to jump in the queue and then kind of go from there. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below about this one. This one is not going to be for me whatsoever, but if it is for you, fantastic. What is it retailed for? 2,680 Hong Kong dollars. So that's in, let's see, 2,680. That's over there overseas, $344. Add 25% on top of that. 425, something like that, because it is going to be, I guess, a diecast Iron Man there. So you got diecast Iron Man prices. So like the base, kind of a cool looking Iron Man, but I could not give any less fucks about this thing. This is not at all going to end up in my collection, and neither is Miles Morales, the Purple Rain suit. I see what they did there with the wordplay. Pretty cool. So I think, what was it? Prince, right? Purple Rain, that's him, right? So I'm not a big, I guess, I don't know if it's classic rock, or I don't know what exactly you would categorize Prince as, but I was never really huge into Prince. I am very basic. I really like modern music. I like electronic music, and I used to like pop rock a lot back in the day. That was my thing. But when I was emo, I used to straighten my hair and stuff when I did have hair. But nonetheless, we have, I think, 1,500 units worldwide for this one. I think that sounds about right. This is a Miles Morales suit that is very niche, unique for sure, but niche nonetheless. And I don't think, again, this is going to be one that really needs a wide release. Kind of a cool looking figure, though. I mean, I do like the accents of green there with all of the purple. I think it really adds a nice, unique presence for this figure. I do think it's going to stand out on a shelf. It definitely does have a vibe to it. I do like the texture of the suit, too. The design of it overall is pretty cool. This is a well-done figure. I think people are going to get this in hand and be like, this is actually pretty cool. But it could be a figure that looks really great, but you fall out of love with it very quickly if you don't actually have a connection to it. You might look at it and be like, damn, this looks really fucking good. But then you'd be like, 6 months later, be like, why did I get this? Like the second you need space, you're gonna be like, why the fuck did I get this? So that could easily happen. But again, Purple Rain Suit, Hot Toys clearly wants you to use those waist clamps that are gonna destroy your figure. Don't do it. Get a crotch grabber, plug that thing into the base, and have a good merry day and live your life. But definitely don't do anything crazy with that waist clamp on the figure. It will destroy it. So looks good. I mean, light up functions again, it looks like to me. You know, I guess I'm not even sure. I got to look at it again, but I just honestly don't think a lot of collectors are really going to be too into this. It's an exclusive though. That's fine. I'm fine with them making repaints and exclusives, sell them, make some money so you can fund Corvus Glaive. I'm good with that. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think. I think overall some cool swooshing effect accessories for combat poses. You got some web effects. It's a good looking figure. Yeah, I'm starting to say, I honestly don't think there's any LED light up function with the eyes here, but yeah, either way, I mean, you're probably either going to buy it or not. I mean, you know, I just think overall it doesn't look like a figure that's gonna have wide appeal, which is why it's exclusive, which is good. So I like it though. It's kind of cool, but no way in hell it's gonna end up in my collection. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to like the video down below, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell for more content like this. There'll be another video coming soon. I'm working on it. It's in progress, already filmed. And it's a big picture video, so it should be fun. And yeah, check out Will.Foxification on Instagram. I'll see you guys there. Peace out. See you later. Bye.